This is my $3,600 BMW 435i, and this is a thermostat. And I'm gonna show you how to save $500 in less than an hour. See, that's the thing about BMWs. You start by saying it's gonna be 1 hour long, and then you break something along the way, and then it turns into a 6-hour project. Since I bought this car from Copart, I put on about 400 miles, and I've only noticed one issue, which is actually not that bad because it's technically a maintenance item. This sucker here does not blow consistent hot air. Despite the car being fully warmed up, it still doesn't blow consistent hot air as it should. And on days like this, 35 degrees outside, you definitely feel it. My feet are frozen. Now around 80,000 miles is when these suckers get bad, which is a thermostat, which regulates the temperature of the engine, making sure that the engine is always at perfect operating temps. That way it gets peak performance, peak gas mileage, and just how it should run. And fortunately on this BMW, it's not that hard to reach. It is right there. Actually, it kind of looks hard to reach. And we're gonna be racing against the clock because I'm gonna try to change it in under 1 hour. Let's go. It is currently 8:52 and we got some work to do. Ooh, that rhymes. Mass airflow sensor, that sucker there, and the intake should come out of here. Get out of here. That's easy. Take this cover off, give myself even more room. This inlet needs to come off. Got no idea how this clamp works. Like that. Ooh. Next step is to shimmy this thing out of here. With all that removed, you can see the thermostat is right there. We have access to basically everything, and it should technically come out of here. There's that bottom one. Now, obviously, this is not the perfect way to get it done, but I'm just gonna syringe up the most fluid I can, and then the rest of the fluid that leaks out on the floor, let it be. I'm still gonna buy more coolant, and so it's not a big deal. I won't be able to catch all of it. So this is the game plan. And obviously there's a whole crap ton more coolant in the engine, which will leak out, and it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. And then these, you can just use a flathead and get them loose. All 4 are loose, and per usual, according to math, social psychology studies, human resources, all that good stuff, this thermostat should pop right out of here. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, buddy. Let's go. Oh, that's not bad at all. Ooh, buddy. There's that bottom one. Put that clip back in. There she goes. Haha. There she is. I'm not sure if we're gonna hit our 1 hour mark, but we got about 20 minutes to put this back in. Make sure it's the exact same part. New one is in. Make sure this bottom and this clip right here both make a clicky noise when you install it. But let's tighten everything up and put it together. Well, that took a turn of events. Literally another whole hour passed, and I was trying to figure out how to mount this thing until I realized this piece on the lower charge pipe is broken. But it's broken so clean that I couldn't really tell it's broken. Got the nut off, and I pulled this piece out, which goes on the end of this intake pipe right here. Now, yes, it was my fault that it broke. Maybe, like 99% sure. But it was just so loose that when I pulled the intake off, it was already wobbling. So I was like, oh, this part just comes out next. And then I figured that this probably somehow installs just directly into the turbo. And so, yeah, mistakes have happened. Now we gotta get a new pipe. See, that's the thing about BMWs. You start by saying it's gonna be 1 hour long, and then you break something along the way, and then it turns into a 6-hour project. Hands looking like this now, let's go. Luckily, I found one on Facebook Marketplace. Let's go pick it up. We're gonna take this rocket right here. This is what we call the I did the alignment myself truck.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a steak torta and then I'll get a Red Bull. You know, when a 1 hour project turns into a 6-hour project, you need something like this. Well, to change this pipe here, we need to get the car into the air because I gotta do it from under. I don't have any access from the top. Gotta take the bottom tray off, put this aluminum one in, and we won't have that same issue anymore. With the wheel off, I have a pretty good straight line to it, so it's right there. You can see it right there. So it is not easy to access, but it needs to be on. If you see your man in the garage in this position, just know he is not okay. I got a ratchet on it right here, all the way through there, and it's right there. There's that beautiful nut. Ouch, that burns everywhere. But we're back on schedule now. This is solid. And the next piece is this intake here. There you go. Now we top this sucker off with coolant and run the bleeding cycle and hope that everything works. Ignition on, fan all the way down, heat all the way up. Hold the throttle for 10 seconds. The electric water pump will turn on and start bleeding the whole thing. You can hear that water pump started up, and there it is, pissing. So it's bleeding everything. Started this thing up, 2 minutes later, instantly blowing heat. I think we got it fixed. I've been driving the car for the last 20-30 minutes, and it's blowing stable heat, so that is fixed. We also changed that plastic part to a metal one, which is actually a good thing. Now you know that thing will last forever. Man, I can't get over this red. It's just beautiful. This thing is fully done, and it is gonna be for sale for $12,900. If you guys are in the North Seattle area and wanna buy it, just hit me up.